Pregnancy Cravings one-on-one. Let's make some sauce together. Hey y'all, I'm not even sure if I want to record this because I know mostly all of my Caribbean friends will know what this is, but my American friends are probably going to be weirded out. This is, this is pig trotters, also better known as pig foot or pig feet, whatever you call it on where you're from. But it's basically the foot of a pig, the trotters. And I grew up where we use it to make soups, or we do something called a souse. Sousing is basically like a marinade, like a form of pickling, where we cook it off and then we make a pickling or a souse solution and we let it marinate in that before we have it. So I've basically washed this with some vinegar and water, and now I'm gonna add water back to it with some garlic, some onion, some celery, and a little bit of lime, and I'm gonna let it cook down. Salt and pepper also. So guys, Souse is a popular street food in St. Vincent and the Grenadines where I am from. And you know, it's something that I basically grew up having. Anyways, to the pig foot, I have added a stalk of celery, one large leaf of thyme, a couple pieces of scallion, a bunch of couple cloves of crushed garlic, and I'm now going to add a couple pimento seeds and some salt. I'm not using the pressure cooker today, so I'll be just letting this slow cook, and before it starts to boil up, I'm gonna add 2 slices of lime, which I'm just gonna squeeze and drop in there, and then I'm gonna take this out in a few minutes because I don't want the rind to get all over it. And I do not have any shadow benny, so I'll be adding, shadow benny is also known as cilantro. I'll be adding some cilantro as a substitute. Now I'm just gonna give this a nice mix. I'm gonna cover it down and let it cook. In about 15 minutes, I'll take the peel of the lime out, and then I'll let it cook for about an hour. Removing the skin of the lime because I don't want this to get bitter, so I'm gonna take this out now. Once the flavor is already in, I'm gonna cover this, and yep, 1 hour. After 1 hour, it looks as if it can go some more, so I'm gonna let it cook for 30 more minutes. All right, so I've let it cook down for about an hour and a half. You want to get it until it's fallen off the bones. And now we're going to do the saucing process. So now we're going to start the brine, or you can call it a pickling solution. That is a liquid that we're not going to soak the pig foot in. Right here I have red onions, but you can use white onions. I just love red onions. Sliced cucumbers. This is a sliced pepper. This is sliced lime juice, and I have some chopped up cilantro because I do not have shadow benny or cilantro. All right, just about 2 to 3 cups of water that I'm gonna add all of the ingredients to. Now I'll be adding some salt and squeezing the lime, an entire lime, into this. Give it a nice mix. If you need to add more salt, go ahead and do so. If you need to add more lime juice, feel free to do that also. So right now I'm gonna add some minced fresh garlic to that liquid also. And if you do not have a Scotch bonnet that you can chop up to put in there, add some hot sauce. I'll be using this Matuke's hot sauce. One of my final steps would be adding the pig foot or pig feet or the trotters, whatever you want to call it, to that pickling solution or to that brine. Let's give it a nice toss and mix this all together, incorporating the meat into the liquid and getting everything. Once it's fully mixed in, it should look something like this. I'm going to add some green onions or scallions just to top it off. That is totally optional. If you like a thicker liquid with your sauce, feel free to add some of the liquid that was used to cook the pigfoot in. If you want to add some of the liquid, that's totally fine. I like to scrub and wash my meat really well before I cook it. If you're one of those people, then it's totally safe to strain off some of this thick gravy that was the pigfoot was cooked in and adding a little bit back to the sauce liquid if you want a thicker sauce. Here's your final product. Just wrap and let it marinate for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. Please leave a comment so I can know how you guys feel about this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, take care.